All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another video. All right, y'all, back with another one of these first looks. Back into the flyweight division once again. Told you, man, flyweight division is on fire, man. We just, every level, you can't complain, man. Flyweight division is spoiling us. Whatever fights they make, hey, I'm tuning in. It's a good matchup. And once again, it's going down March 9th, UFC 299. This is the O'Malley-Vera rematch card. Also on this card is the Chikagan Barber fight. So you know this card, it's about to be lit, man. But it's going down. Lauren Murphy is taking on the killer, Karine Silva. That's right, man. Lauren Murphy's making her return after almost a year out of the octagon against Karine Silva. A killer in Karine Silva, man. Wow. First off, I got to say, I feel sorry for Lauren in this situation, man. I mean, for real, because Karine Silva, this girl's on a warpath right now. I've never seen somebody like look as fierce as this in a while, you know, especially in WMMA. Karine Silva, she's really been making a statement. And just that 100% finishing rate alone lets you know that this girl fights to kill, like she fights to finish. And she has this level of brutality about her. You know, some people don't understand it yet, but the way she's like improving in each fight, you'll see like subtle changes in each fight. And the way she attacks when she gets her hands on you, it's like no other right now. You know, so I can see why the UFC is trying to move her up to the top 10 pretty fast here, because a little while back when I did my threats video, I had to include her. And like I said, what's next for her? I think they're going to match her up either against any of these former title contenders, like let it be Caitlin Chikagan or Lauren Murphy. And lo and behold, Maycee Barber, she's going to be matched up with Caitlin Chikagan. So Lauren Murphy, she has that tough task of being the gatekeeper against Karine Silva, man. And ooh, what a tough time to be facing a fighter like this, man. I mean, looking back at Lauren Murphy's resume, Lauren Murphy, she's an experienced fighter. You know, she's an established fighter in the UFC, one of the more experienced vets in the flyweight division. Durable, she's tough. Went on a nice little 5-fight win streak in the flyweight division before she got her title shot. Got dominated by Valentina Shevchenko. Came back, beat a former champion, Miesha Tate, but then came back and lost to a former champ, got dominated by Jessica Andrade. And since then, you know, she's been out. By the time this fight happens, it'll be about a year, you know. So Lauren Murphy, just looking at her as a whole as a fighter, you know, she definitely has skills. You know, she has skills. She's good on the ground, good on the feet to a certain level. I think Cynthia Calvillo said it best a little while back, because I've said the same thing. Like, she's a worker. You know, nothing really stands out great about her, but she's a worker and she's a grinder. And everybody knows, like, when you underestimate a worker and a grinder, you can't come up short, because that type of fighter will never stop. But if you're a special fighter and you have something that stands out about you, you can kind of neutralize all that work and send it right down the drain. You know, that's the dangerous thing about some of these fighters that Lauren Murphy been matched up against. Lauren, she's durable. You know, this girl can take a hit. You know, she can go in there and put on a good scrap. But when you're dealing with some of these fighters like Valentina, Andrade, and now like somebody like Karine Silva who's on a mission, you know, this one's going to be hell for her, man. But yeah, looking at Karine Silva, like I said, this girl, she's finished everybody. You know, she's finished people on the feet. You know, she's got KOs. She's got a lot of submissions, you know, different kind of submissions, from a heel hook, armbar, Darce choke, you name it. You know, she's been getting everybody with these submissions. And as soon as she came into the UFC, you know, she finished everybody. Finished the fighter in the Contender Series, finished all 3 fighters in the UFC so far. I mean, her last one was a critical one. You know, it was a rematch with Marina Moreau, a fighter that submitted her, right? And she came back and submitted Marina Moreau. So that lets you know that the Marina Moreau's never been submitted in the UFC. Like, this girl's never been submitted before. And she came through and got some get back and made a big statement, you know. And before that, you know, she got Ketlin Souza. I mean, did damage to the girl's knee when she got that girl in the knee bar. I think that girl ripped something, you know, and she limped up out of the cage. So this girl is dangerous right now. You know, she's not only a submission artist, but she's been developing her striking, you know. So when you look at this matchup here, oh man, like, I think it's gonna be a good fight. But yeah, Lauren has her hands full. You know, I like this fight. I think it will be a test for her to see how well she does against somebody that is durable and that will throw back. Because Lauren Murphy will throw back. You know, she will throw back. But if you have a couple of those key ingredients, like I said in the past, that beat Lauren Murphy, you can get some respect out of her. You can get respect out of her. Because if you look at all her fights that she's lost, look, she only been finished once against Valentina, because Valentina was just too fast, too strong, and just too good for her. But if you look at the other fighters that have beat Lauren Murphy, they've been physically strong. And like I said, that's how you beat Lauren Murphy, is like if you're physically strong and you can move this big woman around, you'll be able to get a victory over her, whether it be on the ground or on the feet. So when you look at what Karine Silva has, strength and power and the ground game, man, it's a tough time to be Lauren Murphy right now. I mean, she has the experience, but I don't know if her experience is enough to neutralize Karine Silva and stop Karine Silva from coming in, because, again, Lauren's kind of bounced across the board, but at the same time, she lacks defense big time. Andrea Lee, her and Andrea Lee, they were going at it, and Andrea Lee was tattooing her in that fight, and she'll go in there and trade in some of these fights, so JoJo fight, that was a close one. So if you can land clean on Lauren Murphy and you got some power, you've already got one step over her. But even when it goes to the ground for like Karine Silva, I think Karine Silva has that strength and definitely has that jiu-jitsu to pull off something slick, So, yeah, she's got to look out for this one, man. Lauren Murphy has to be on her game. I know she's already 40 years old, and, she definitely has, everybody has their time, and I think that, she has some deterioration going on there now, especially after that Jessica Andrade fight. That fight definitely took some life out of her. Let's be real. Every time somebody takes a fight, a little bit of life comes out of them, especially everybody's dying every day, right? But when you taking punches to the head like she was and just taking a beating like that, that's knocking off even more seconds and hours off of your life, So looking at somebody like Lauren Murphy now, I don't think she'll be the same tough, durable fighter that we've seen in the past. And somebody like Karine Silva, who's learning how to step in with the strikes and connect more and close range, she will be putting them shots on Lauren Murphy. So just an early look in this one, like, I can say I would lean more towards Karine Silva by finishing this one, because Karine Silva, she can get her hands on Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy's not really that much of a mover. If she's standing in front of her, she'll connect. If she clinches up with her and it goes to the ground, she'll take her down, and her mind's already thinking submission. She'll already know what to feel out for and what to grab. Lauren Murphy definitely has some decent wrestling. She has good wrestling and some good jiu-jitsu of her own. I believe she just earned her, did she just get her black belt? Correct me if I'm wrong, black belt or brown belt. So she's got hers, but that level that Karine Silva's on is no joke right now, y'all. So, yeah, man, looking forward to this one. I know some people probably going to say, oh, Lauren don't deserve this fight. I mean, like, it's not the fact that Lauren Murphy deserves this fight. It's the fact that Karine Silva earned this fight, to move up in the rankings, right? Because everybody wants to see these older fighters weeded out. So this is how you get them in there. Get another Silva up in there, get Barber in there against Chikagan, get Natalia Silva in there against Arujo. And, we're going to have a new crop of contenders coming through. But, yeah, really, man, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to try to call this one that night for sure, because we got two of the triple threats on the same card. Chikagan taking on Barber, and, Silva taking on Murphy. But, yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think of this fight in the comment section. Lauren Murphy. This is going to be a tough one for her, man. But let me know what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.